guys, we're in Houston area. I don't know, you're probably not going to be able to see real good. It's pouring down rain. But do the best I can on placarded hazmat. And already had a lot of folks just die right in front of me, slam on their brake. I mean, it's just, I bitch about that all the time. Maybe some of you folks will look at the video and decide, well, maybe that isn't such a good idea. If I'm hauling liquid hazmat in totes, I have to have a tanker license. I gotta watch this guy. Yep. If I go to do any braking, I'm gonna have the surge of the liquid, and it's hazardous materials. People, when you drive around stuff that has colored flagging on it, like little symbol or a number or something, it's in a diamond shape, that's on there for a reason, and it tells you what it is. It used to have some kind of symbol. It might have a flame, or it might have a hand with a vial of liquid that shows the hand eating away, which is corrosive. There's so many different things that we carry that industry uses, and we have to drive very carefully with this stuff, especially on a flatbed. I'm going under speed and adjusting and trying to keep a safety zone, but it's very difficult to do when people cut me off. So you can imagine, I'm constantly watching. My head's on a swivel. When I'm on a loop or something like around Houston or Dallas Fort Worth or something like that, I'm watching. I'm always watching anyway, but I'm watching even double that. I have 6 mirrors I use, and I do the best I can to try and catch a view of everyone. And again, you've probably heard my other videos. See the green circle around the HC? That means hazardous cargo okay. We have to take loops. We can't go downtown. I gotta watch for corners like this and everything else. Never know what's around it, and I have to be prepared to stop, and I'm only going 43. I mean, the speed limit's like 60, but that's just too bad. I don't get the great big all-fire Terry wheel stuff. Once I get out on the open highway, I should be able to maintain some speed, but I can't do that down here. I-10 West. I just want to get on that and get the heck out of here before it gets too late in the day and everybody gets off work and it's a parking lot. Because we already lost a bunch of time sitting there at the customer waiting to get loaded. Just one of those things. Yeah, got me on an exit only. Hard to see. Make my lane changes as easy as I can without trying to force the issue or anything like that. See the red with the line through it over the HC on that side? I don't know if you could or not. That means you can't go like northbound, which is downtown on 59. You just can't do it if you have hazmat. before I popped the hill, could actually see the lanes and how they lined up with yellow signs, which tell you you're going. So, no, I'm not. There we go. Okay, we gotta watch ahead, because you see that pile of traffic going over there? That you got to watch for, because you got boneheads that want to dive in, slam on their freaking brakes to get in the line of traffic, and take an exit because they're too preoccupied with something else to think ahead. Texting, talking, whatever, you know, you name it. Okay, major look right there. Okay, parking lot. Stuck the four-ways on over the hill so people can kind of see, because they can't see as usually as well as I can. I'm sitting up 4 or 5 feet above them, so I can get a little bit of a first look. Oh, good gosh. I probably should have tried a different highway to get out of here. Went westbound or some kind of garbage, and then there's just nothing you can do. Once this loop gets full up, it's just toast. It's like you're trapped in a zone and nothing you can do about it. Heck, I'd say back off a little bit, let them get over. But no. And I'm trying to watch for people, you know, they all want to jockey for position, and you know, just, I've talked about it before, but if this is your first viewing of one of my videos, you just have to watch and expect people to jam in front of you. Some places are less courteous than others. It just depends on, you know. And just because they have a Texas license plate doesn't mean they grew up here. You know. They may have come from other places where they were, you know, the driving was more aggressive. I've ridden with family down here, and of course it feels funny when you're in an 18-wheeler and you go sit in a low car and you go zipping around, and I hold my breath because they scare the crap out of me. Some of the chances they take and stuff that they do. And yeah, I kind of try not to be too much of a backseat driver, but I used to teach driving, so it's like, you know, it's kind of hard not to say something. It's like, really ought to consider not doing that or this or that, or but most of the time trying just to be helpful and constructive. It goes over a little better, especially especially around big trucks. And I'll talk to them, especially if they're some of my young grand nieces and nephews, you know, or, you know, granddaughter or whatever. I'll just tell them what we see, what you can expect, for the most part, for a courteous truck driver. Somebody tries to leave the spot, why they're doing it, how much room you should give them, consideration, think ahead of your exit instead of trying to get ahead of them. To slam on your brakes and take an exit, which potentially could be fatal for you, is to think ahead and then try to adjust your speed. Instead of speed up, maybe drop back, slip in behind the trucker, and then find your exit. And hesitate before each lane change. Not 4 lanes at once. That stuff will get you killed. You know. One of the best things you could do is just stagger it. Get over a lane, leave your lane marker on your turn signal, get over another one, check your stuff again, check your mirrors, get over again. If you leave a little hesitation, chances are it just might save your butt someday. Mostly that's what that's for. I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood how I see things. He's got a brand new car, so he's pretty cautious, so, you know, paper plate on there, brand new Mustang. Had a signal on, yeah, that's the proper way to do it. And now he staggered him, I don't know if he wants to get over another one or not, he just forgot and left it on. I just give him the room. Now at night, like those great big fluorescent green signs that change, those things are so bright at night to actually blind you. If you're coming in at night, you know, long haul, and you come in and all of a sudden those things are just so bright, don't put your eyes out. It makes it hard to see, so I tell people, you know, it's a good tip, just don't stare at them, you know. I mean, if you glance at them and back, you shouldn't ruin your night vision, but they do. Very bright. Las Vegas and other bigger towns, you know, they'll have a lot of that, a lot of flashing lights, and you can cause vertigo. So you have to really watch. If some of them flash and change, and if you stare at them, you could have a problem if you are susceptible to that. So my advice is to, you know, watch your lane markers and just kind of avert your eyes just a little bit, just so you're not looking at them direct. You wouldn't think that would mess people up, but it does. It makes it difficult. Don't come up this way that often. The this is not one of my most traveled areas, so I can't recall how this works out. It should be a double right-hand exit, one lane for west, one for east, or maybe even 3 lanes. So let's hope, you know. And so I kind of stuck right here. If I could probably slip over 1 lane, but just want to make sure. Kind of looks like now you can kind of see it. They're adding a lane over there. I don't know if they actually put that lane or add it and leave it. Somebody come in and a double lane slam. Move over slowly. Yeah, he's all in a big ass fire area. There we go. In the 10 west lane, you can see the markings on the pavement. Just want to make sure. I was just getting ready to start my maneuver and I saw somebody do one of those lane chest zippies. Right now, people get mad at me, that's too bad. You got curves, could be right lane go away, that kind of thing, and I'm not changing lanes in a curve. It's not going to. Hold your line. Okay, going in right. Too much of a pinch because they had extra lanes to work with. Placarded, you pick a lane like that and you just hold it. If you get in an accident lane change, you're probably going to be looked at harder than the other person. Hold your line. You have legal lane control. And when you get out here and you get in the straightaway, then you can see if there's, you know, it could be exit only, it could be an optical illusion. It's hard to tell if that road curves or what happens. Get up here and we'll be able to tell what's going on. Okay, see, it really did look like my lane did, but it curved slightly, and that right lane. But you have to watch ahead. See, there's the dotted lines I've told you guys about before. It'll help you know that you are in an exit only lane. Even if it's crappy, just like today. You can look down and go, okay, short lines, I must be in the wrong lane. You have to get over. These hazmat loads are usually that's why I haul them, because I make better money. I have to go through extra work and precaution, but this same agent may have several loads for me in a row. I go to Odessa, like with this one, I've loaded out of there many times. I can go to Odessa, pick up another one, move on into like Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama. And then he might have another one going right back to Houston, so. Lots of room. I figured this person slowed up because they may want to, follow what I was talking about before. They may want to get to the exit, but didn't want to slam in front of me. That's true. They just, you can't see him, but he did take the lane behind me, because if he'd have tried to force the issue, he'd have been right in my lap. Good job. It's a better choice. He's already slowing, and I'm going uphill with a heavy load. It's kind of hard unless the traffic ahead of me slow down, and let somebody in. I have no problem doing that, adjusting for people if they need it. But I can't do anything drastic. So we stop out here, Katy, Brookshire area, and we're going to get some food. At least a sandwich to go. It took several hours of waiting time, longer than what I wanted, just to get in. But there's nothing we can do about it. There's only so many places that you can fit in a chemical plant. And I had to shave my goatee off, and that's for use of a gas mask, being able to have a gas mask seal. I'd much rather live, so, some of those chemicals and stuff that are in there just kill you. So, especially if they get mixed, they catch on fire, they pass out gas mask. So I actually, just to get in the door, I had to shave my goatee. It's no biggie, it's just hair. It'll come back. So you probably noticed, if you see my other videos, my goatee on. No, I didn't have one. I wonder what happened. Letting traffic roll on, and I was cautious topping the hill because I know what this area will do. It is better if I move over one or two lanes, but I'm just slow. Stages. I try to move over slow. Some of these folks are harder to see. I'm going to take one more carefully. Trying to see them at night for a long, long way. And they're probably actually a bit blinding, kind of like that other LED sign. But, I need to be seen, and that's the whole idea of me changing, converting. It costs about $1,000 to convert all the lights over to LED. But if one filament burns out and that means I have a light out, then I can get a ticket or I can get cited for it. If I have an LED and one little teeny LED burns out, the other one still means that the fixture is lit and I'm still good to go. It's pretty crazy. So you can see the spaghetti mess. Look at all this overhead highways going left, right, north, south. Quite interesting, but that way you can see actually just the corner of downtown Houston. A little bit of what the traffic is and how I watch for it. Tips and tricks. I hope they help you. Doesn't matter if you drive a big truck or not. See what we see now. If you drive a car, hopefully this will help you. Yeah, you know, we may not always flip everybody off or do whatever, but sometimes we do think that some of the car drivers really are about dumb box of rocks. You know, but we may just smile and wave, you know, with all our fingers and whatever, and while we mumble under our breath, what a freaking dumbass. You know, but that's the way it goes. It's a way to vent without transferring the venting to the wheel or being, you know, angered driver or anything like that, and horns and getting mad and all that stuff. Something, you know, sometimes I'll verbalize a little bit, but that's about it. I just hold my truck straight and steady, true, maintain a safe following distance. I'm always watching out for you guys, you know. I'm out here to make a living. You know, I spend sometimes a couple of months on the road without seeing my wife. She's a trooper for that, I'll tell you that right now. When we do get together at home, it's, you know, we just have to adjust. Really cool about wanting to drive to go to the store because I drive for a living, and you know, but if it's really bad, you know, I'll take over in a heartbeat. It's like, you know, if the weather's bad or if it's dark or she doesn't feel right or doesn't want to do it, I'll take over. We watch out for you folks. And I don't know of any trucker that purposely wants to actually hit anybody, or, you know, some of them I've seen, and I probably saw on other videos. I'm going to get it up there pretty soon, up on YouTube. I caught a guy just 5 feet off somebody's bumper, and I tried to catch it on video. I was a little bit late getting it. But totally uncalled for, unprofessional, and stupid. I called the guy on the radio and asked him, what in the hell are you doing? And I got some kind of smart-ass comeback. And I got thinking, well, I don't know if you could actually sit there and just place a name other than stupid on somebody doing that kind of thing. I don't know if they make a habit of it. Because if they do, it's like, when is there going to be a big problem with that habit? Someday it catches up with you. We all have to kind of watch and make sure we develop good driving habits. Reasonably courteous. I mean, yeah, I know I've been known to cuss people, and it's like, been known to really let my frustrations out a little bit. But I do what I'm doing right now. Try to maintain long distance. Some of these folks don't have lights on. Yeah, it's all brake light, but they really should have their headlights on. See, folks, you see what it looks like. It's just a blob. And I see a few brake lights. So I'm going to touch my brakes. Comes zippy car. He wants to take my safety zone so he can get over. That's what we see. If you guys in rain and where you got mist, you can see all the mist. Run with your headlights on. It's not going to kill you. I mean, it actually could. I mean, if you don't, somebody can't see you. And this guy wants to get in. At least he hesitated a little bit. And I backed down 2 gears and adjusted. So this is just normal every day. My hand moves automatically. My head moves automatically. My feet, it's like on auto drive, you know, just autopilot. I don't even think about it anymore. I mean, I'm seeing it and it's processing in my brain, obviously. But there's part of the brain, it's just like, just takes over. That's about it. We're getting out here, out of town. I mean, I won't keep you all day, but for the new truck drivers, the people that want to go in, this is going to be a normal traffic situation. It actually wasn't as bad as what it could have been, which is just sitting there moving inches at a time, or moving 5 or 6 feet and sitting for another 2 or 3 minutes. It's got a road hazard. Try not to get over the line, but try not to hit it. Yeah, missed it by 4 inches, and I was inside the line over here. I don't want to cross. I mean, if it's a heavy piece of debris, I may have to do a light braking far away and make my intentions known and do mirror checks. Because you don't want to just slam into the other lane. You can't do that. Think, oh, it's just a piece of tire. Well, if it was a piece of semi-truck tire and you hit it, you actually can flip that up and tear your steps off, do $1,000, $2,000 worth of damage. Because that piece of tire is a lot heavier than you think. I've had students hit them that actually laughed. Well, he laughed until he went to step out and he fell flat on his silly face because he took my steps off. I wasn't too happy. But him landing on his face was funnier than hell because he hit that piece of road gator after I told him not to. Tore my steps off. Luckily I carried spares. They're just a couple of slats of aluminum that you put across the step thing. I had to bend it all back in shape with bolts in and be all done. But he never did that again. He pretty much smacked his face right into the pavement. Like I think, well, there you go. Here's your sign. Well, any of that road debris, like the base of one of those cones, and the big ones, the tall ones, black octagon base, those are weighted. That's basically, it's just a weighted cone, and it's heavy, thick rubber. You hit one of those, it's going to tear some stuff up. If you hit a gator just right, and it clips up into your drive line or up where your electrical and, more importantly, airlines are, you're in trouble. You can lock the whole truck up if it tears your airlines out and you lose all your air. You're done. You could hit it like a bed sheet. You could hit something like a big piece of canvas, or like a, or a tarp, and have it wrap in your drive line. Just slap the crap out of your airlines. They're right there. They're in the channel of the truck, just a foot and a half from the drive line. And if it's spinning, it's whop, 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 whop. Take it, put that, and just beat the crap out of them. Important airlines, electrical. You could be in really bad trouble. I've seen it. I was at the mechanic shop and somebody pulled in one of those by a wrecker because they couldn't drive. I got hit right in the windshield with road gators. Some other trucker hit it, knocked it right up. Actually, I think the drive tire went and exploded. The trailer tire flipped it up in my face. Lucky it didn't break my windshield. And while I'm at it, secure your loads, people, if you're carrying like junk to the dump, cardboard, crap like that. I had a guy dump a piece of cardboard off, like a refrigerator carton. It covered my whole windshield. It actually blew off, splattered. It was almost like Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoon. All of a sudden, I couldn't see nothing. And I was going down the road 65. And it's like, oh crap. So I slowed down, and it caused just enough of a change in wind current, and I turned my wipers on so it would try to bump it. Wind picked it up and it flew back. But it had a piece on my hood, I had on my grill. It instantly blocked all my air. It's going to overheat your engine. I've had all kinds of stuff happen, and you never know. You just have to watch. And we're not going that fast, but I still, people change lanes, they crowd up a little bit, I want to watch, make sure. Every time I pop over one of these hills, I'm looking like crazy. So that's about it. We're out towards Katy. We're getting out of most of the BS. Anytime I do a road video, I just want to try and help you folks. That's it. Hope you have a great, safe day. Watch out for boneheads, because they're everywhere.